This is my keyword outline, and this is my ID. As I start today, I want you all to imagine that you and your significant other have just had a baby, just started your family, and whether it's all the happiness that you're experiencing or the exhaustion from the sleepless nights that come with having a child. After your normal checkup, the doctor says your child has cancer. The weight that you experience from the endless treatments and reoccurring stress is going to be rough. And just by imagining this, you now realize what it's like for thousands of families to live. By donating to Make-A-Wish, you can bring joy to critically ill children around the globe and lend them strength in their fight. In my first years of high school, I was honored to meet Nathan, who was a part of our life program. He was 15 years old at the time, and he was born with a critical illness that made him eligible for Make-A-Wish. And after receiving his wish, he died the year after. Today I'm going to talk about how physically and mentally draining these treatments for the illnesses can be. Then I'll talk about how the Make-A-Wish Foundation strives to help these families. Next, I'll talk about how you can help Make-A-Wish and how it's essential for doing that. And lastly, I'll explain how donating may be easier than you think. We'll first look at how these illnesses make countless children suffer. Treatment devastates the lives of sick children and their families, both physically and mentally. Physically, the patients are faced with outstanding struggles. While in treatment, the children are stuck inside the hospital, constantly being worked on. They experience pain and fatigue, making them not want to stay active. They also lose experiences like hanging out with friends and family. Without these aspects, the child's life is extremely altered and changed. There are also many bodily changes as well. Chemotherapy is the most common treatment that causes hair loss. And in a research done by the Children's Cancer and Leukemia Group, 35% of children are bullied due to their hair loss. Treatment destroys the child's mental health immensely as well. Self-esteem and anxiety are extremely prevalent. Due to many bodily changes, some of the kids don't even recognize themselves. Anxiety is also formed because of what they think that other children may think of them. Being away from home and school has a huge effect on development. By being away from home, not being with their family and friends, they feel isolated. Also, being away from school, they tend to have some learning disabilities. Now that I've talked to you about the awful impacts that treatment has, I'm going to talk about how there is an organization to help. The Make-A-Wish Foundation assists countless families around the world. A critically ill child is eligible for any wish of their desire. Many common wishes are vacations, electronics, or gifts, but the only exceptions are vehicles, firearms, and just cash. The most common wish is I wish to meet, which can be anyone. It can be a celebrity, a movie star, it can be a sports star. A lot of they tend to go to the hospital, or sending videos are normal as well. The effects of these wishes are astounding. One of the main effects is the sense of normalcy that it brings back into their life. For the first time in their lives, they're kind of experiencing something outside of treatment and something normal. The joy and memories that are made with a family are priceless. There's nothing that they could do to pay that. It is scientifically proven that wishes enhance children's well-being and ultimately reduce doctor visits. Nationwide Children's Hospital proved this research that are starting to implement this technique across the world. So now that I've talked about how Make-A-Wish helps, I'll talk about how you can help them. By donating to Make-A-Wish, it is essential to keep the organization running. First, I'm going to walk you through the steps of donating. You're going to want to pull up makeawish.com, and you are met with, in the upper right-hand corner, a giant red bubble that says donate. By clicking on this, it's going to redirect you to the donation page. You're going to select how much you can donate. There's a bunch of different varieties that you can pick, and you can choose to pick one-time gift or monthly donations. Then you can choose how much you want. The suggestions vary, but the lowest possible donation is $5. To finish off, you provide billing information, and you're done. Your donations have life-changing effects on the families. Your donations help to create a lifelong memory for these critically ill children. I want to show you all the effect that just meeting a celebrity can show on these children. This is Johnny Depp being Jack Sparrow, and you can see the joy that it brings to one of these children in the hospital, just from going to see them. Whether it's a trip to Disney World or meeting Jack Sparrow, the children are bound to remember this for the rest of their life. Most importantly, your donation helps to keep Make-A-Wish running. The foundation solely relies on your contributions to lessen the cost of goods and efforts. So now that I've taught you guys the gist of donating, I want to address some concerns that may pop up. Donating to Make-A-Wish is much easier than you think. First off, money can be short at these times. Many students are busy with school and can't find a job to make some more extra money. This makes you feel that donating to charities may be difficult. Many of you may feel that you can't afford an impactful donation. Another example would be the limited time that we have. Some of you might not be able to find the time to go through donating through a charity due to some charities may take longer than the others. Thankfully, there's many solutions to these problems. The CBS states that Americans all over the country are throwing away $62 million in change. Putting that into perspective, I want you to realize how much money you would have if you just started saving it in like a jar or something. Donating to Make-A-Wish is extremely quick and simple, as I described. It takes about 2 minutes at most, and it is very important for us college students due to the lack of time that we have. So today, I've talked to you about how donating to Make-A-Wish can bring joy to these critically ill children around the globe and lend them strength to their fight. First, I talked to you about the horrors that children experience during treatment. Then I talked about how Make-A-Wish is there to assist these families going through the illness. After that, I talked about how you can play a huge role by donating to Make-A-Wish. Lastly, I talked about how easy and time efficient it is to donate. As you leave today, I truly urge you all to try and learn more about Make-A-Wish and to really think about donating to this charity. Thank you.